All right, so today we're diving into something a little different.
Okay.
We're going to be exploring 50 St. Patrick's Day journal prompts.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they come from this website, Listallioncom.
Okay.
And, they're all about journaling. They sell journals.
Yeah.
They've got a ton of content like prompts and articles.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing about these prompts.
Okay.
They really go way beyond just like, shamrocks and leprechauns.
Right.
It's more about, reflecting on traditions and luck and gratitude, even personal growth. It's almost like a chance to do some like deep self-discovery.
Yeah.
But all wrapped up in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day. So I'm curious, like when you first looked at these, what really jumped out at you?
What's really fascinating to me is that they kind of take you on like multiple journeys at once.
Oh, interesting.
You've got prompts that are tapping into your personal memories.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's other ones that are reflections on Irish culture.
Right.
And then you've even got some philosophical questions about luck.
Oh,
and then they even weave in these practical goal-setting prompts.
Wow.
So it's this layered approach that I think makes them relevant like all year round.
I agree.
Not just for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, okay, sure, let's celebrate.
Right.
But let's also use this time for some like serious introspection.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are some really intriguing ones in here.
Oh, yeah.
Like this one, reflect on the role of storytelling in Irish culture.
Mm-hmm.
What's a personal story you'd like to pass down?
That's a great one.
Makes you think about, like the power of stories and how they connect us.
Yeah, across generations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this one stopped me in my tracks.
Okay.
What does the phrase luck of the Irish mean to you? How can you embrace this idea in your daily life? It's like, wait a minute, what's that even mean?
Right.
Is that just a saying or is there something deeper there?
It's kind of challenging you to unpack that common saying and figure out what it means like on a personal level. Is it about feeling blessed? Is it about resilience in the face of adversity?
Right.
Is it about, creating your own luck? It's a chance to really examine like our beliefs about luck and how much control we have over our own destiny.
That's such a powerful point.
Right.
And speaking of control,
Yeah.
there are a lot of these prompts that encourage us to like translate our reflections into action.
Oh, interesting.
Like there's one that says, think about a time you created a lucky moment for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
How did it make you feel?
Right.
It's almost like taking those warm, fuzzy feelings of a holiday and turning them into something like tangible, something that can make a difference in someone's life.
I love how that like flips the script.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for luck to find us,
Right.
it's like we can be the source of luck for others.
Holy.
What a beautiful way to spread joy
Yeah.
and create that ripple effect of positivity.
That really resonates with me. Okay, so I want to talk about something that I found really interesting. Like a lot of the prompts about luck, it's like, they're not saying it's purely random.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they're suggesting that we have more agency than we think.
You're picking up on a really subtle but important thread there.
Oh, okay.
There is this underlying message that while, some things are definitely outside of our control, we can actually influence what we perceive as luck.
Right.
Through our actions and choices.
Yeah.
Like, there's one that asks you to write about a situation where you created your own luck through effort and determination.
Okay.
It's a powerful reminder that we're not just like passive recipients of fortune. We can actively shape our destinies.
Totally. It's not just wishing on a four-leaf clover.
Exactly.
It's putting in the work, having the right mindset, being open to opportunities.
Yes.
And that reminds me of another one.
Yeah.
Think about a time you felt unlucky. How did you turn the experience into an opportunity for growth?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's like, okay, bad stuff happens.
Right.
But what did you learn from it? How did it make you stronger?
That reframing is so crucial.
Yeah.
It's not about like denying that setbacks happen.
Right.
It's about finding that silver lining, the seed of opportunity within those challenges. And honestly, that's a skill that can transform your whole life.
For sure.
Not just around St. Patrick's Day.
I completely agree. It's about resilience, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's about that ability to bounce back from adversity and just keep moving forward.
And that's where personal growth comes in,
Yeah.
These prompts aren't just about reflecting on the past.
Right.
It's about using those reflections to create a better future.
I like that.
Like what is one small goal you can set this St. Patrick's Day to make the most of this season of change? It's like, hey, spring is a time for new beginnings.
Yeah.
Let's harness that energy and set ourselves up for success.
It's a nice reminder that we don't have to wait for January 1st to set goals. We can choose any moment to create positive change.
Absolutely. And that connects to another prompt that encourages us to think about, how those small daily actions contribute to our larger goals and dreams. So it's kind of like a gentle nudge to focus on that consistency, on those tiny steps that we take each day that ultimately lead us where we want to go.
I love that. Forget the grand gestures.
Exactly.
Just focus on showing up every day, doing the work, even if it's just a little bit.
Exactly. And sometimes those small, consistent actions are what lead to those big breakthroughs.
Okay, so I want to shift gears just a little bit.
Okay.
And talk about the prompts that focus on gratitude and reflection. In today's world, it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle.
Oh, for sure.
And forget to just appreciate what we have.
You're absolutely right. And these prompts offer like a beautiful counterpoint to that always striving mentality.
Yeah.
There's one. 3 things you're grateful for this St. Patrick's Day. How can you make gratitude a daily practice?
Okay.
It's a really simple but powerful reminder to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have.
It's like that saying, gratitude turns what we have into enough.
Yes.
It's about appreciating the abundance that's already there.
Exactly, both big and small.
Or big and small, exactly. And speaking of appreciating the people in our lives, there's a prompt that says, write about someone in your life who feels like a lucky charm. How do they inspire you?
That's a beautiful one.
It's recognizing those people who bring, joy, support, a sense of wonder into your life.
Yeah. Who are those people for you?
It really makes you stop and think about the people who make you feel lucky just to know them.
It's about celebrating those relationships.
Yes.
And expressing our appreciation for the people who enrich our lives.
Absolutely. And, studies show that strong social connections are one of the keys to a long and happy life.
Exactly.
So it's not just a feel-good exercise. It's actually good for us.
It is.
So these prompts are reminding us to invest in the things that really matter. Our relationships, our well-being, our personal growth.
Precisely. And I think that's what makes these prompts so powerful.
Yeah.
They're not just about celebrating a holiday. They're about celebrating life itself.
As we're talking about this, I'm realizing that these prompts, they go way beyond just writing in a journal.
Oh, absolutely.
They're almost like these mini lessons in how to live a more mindful, joyful, and fulfilling life.
I couldn't agree more. It's like they're offering us a roadmap for personal growth, disguised as a celebration of St. Patrick's Day.
And I think what's so brilliant about that is that it makes the whole idea of self-reflection feel more accessible, more inviting.
Yeah.
It's not about being serious or preachy.
Right.
It's about approaching these big questions with a sense of curiosity and playfulness.
Exactly. It's like, hey, let's have some fun with this.
Yeah.
Let's explore these big ideas, but with a light heart and an open mind.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
We have.
We've explored themes of luck and gratitude and the power of turning reflection into action.
Yes.
But there's still so much more to unpack.
Oh, definitely.
So stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive.
I'm excited.
Where we'll continue to explore these fascinating St. Patrick's Day journal prompts and see what other gems of wisdom we can unearth.
Can't wait. So, as we were going through these prompts, I was struck by how many of them encourage us to reconnect with our inner child.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's like they're giving us permission to tap back into that sense of playfulness and wonder that we often lose as adults.
Yeah, like that one about imagining your ideal St. Patrick's Day celebration. It's all about embracing that childlike enthusiasm and just letting our imaginations run wild.
And there's that one about, reflecting on a time you laughed until your sides hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a beautiful reminder of the simple joy of laughter and how important it is to make space for those lighthearted moments.
In our busy lives.
It's almost like these prompts are giving us permission to be silly again and have fun, which can be so refreshing.
Totally.
Especially for those of us who tend to take ourselves too seriously.
That actually ties into a broader theme I've noticed.
Okay.
A lot of these prompts encourage self-care.
You're right. It's subtle.
Yeah.
But it's definitely there.
Like that one about how, joy can be a form of self-care.
Mm-hmm.
It's encouraging us to be intentional about bringing more happiness into our lives.
And there's the one that encourages trying something new just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a reminder that stepping outside of our comfort zones, even in small ways, can make us feel more alive and adventurous.
It's like they're giving us this gentle nudge to prioritize our well-being and make time for activities that bring us joy.
Absolutely, even amidst all the chaos of daily life.
Absolutely. And speaking of chaos,
there's actually a prompt that specifically addresses finding moments of fun and celebration, even during stressful times.
Such a valuable reminder.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait for like a special occasion to experience joy.
Right.
Sometimes it's those small, spontaneous moments that make the biggest difference.
Like catching a beautiful sunset or having a deep conversation with a friend.
Yes.
It's about being present and appreciating those little sparks of joy wherever we find them.
I think that's a key takeaway from these prompts.
Yeah.
It's not about grand gestures or waiting for the right time. It's about finding joy in the everyday moments.
Okay, so I want to touch on something we haven't talked about yet.
Okay.
The prompts that encourage us to think about our connection to nature.
Oh, yes, that beautiful one.
Yeah.
Asking what the color green reminds you of and how it makes you feel connected to nature and growth.
Right.
It's a great way to tap into the symbolism of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And appreciate the beauty of the natural world.
And there's another one that asks you to describe a place or a memory that makes you feel at peace and connected to yourself.
Yes.
It encourages us to think about the places where we feel most grounded and centered.
It's a powerful reminder of how important it is to spend time in nature.
Yeah.
And how it can nurture our well-being.
It's something we often take for granted.
Totally.
Especially in today's digital age.
Yeah, for sure.
I think these prompts are offering this gentle invitation to reconnect with the natural world and appreciate its beauty and restorative power.
Speaking of connection, there's also several prompts that focus on the importance of community and relationships.
Like the one about celebrating St. Patrick's Day with friends and family. It reminds us of the joy of shared experiences.
Right.
And the importance of nurturing those connections.
And there's that beautiful prompt about reflecting on a moment when you felt deeply connected to the people around you.
Yeah.
It encourages us to savor those moments and appreciate the people who make our lives richer.
It's a great reminder that we're not meant to go through life alone and that our relationships are a source of strength and support.
And then there's that one about sharing laughter and joy with others.
Oh, yeah.
It's a call to spread positivity and be a source of light in the lives of those around us.
I love that it's a beautiful reminder that happiness is contagious.
Yes.
And that by sharing our joy with others, we can create this ripple effect of positivity.
It's a beautiful sentiment.
Yeah.
And it ties back into that overall theme of gratitude that we've been talking about.
Exactly. It's like these prompts are encouraging us to approach life with a sense of appreciation, both for the good things that we have and for the people who make our journey so special.
And research actually shows that gratitude is linked to increased happiness.
Wow.
Stronger relationships.
Okay.
And even better physical health.
So it's not just about feeling good.
Right.
It's about living a healthier and more fulfilling life.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing the abundance that already exists and focusing on what truly matters.
As we're talking about this, I'm struck by how these prompts are so much more than just writing exercises.
I agree. They're invitations to self-discovery, growth, and connection.
And they remind us that even a holiday like St. Patrick's Day can be an opportunity for meaningful reflection and personal growth.
It's all about finding those deeper layers of meaning and connecting with the essence of the holiday in a way that resonates with our own personal journey.
Well, I think we've uncovered some incredible insights in this second part of our deep dive.
We have.
And I'm excited to see what other gems we'll discover in the final part.
Me too. There's still so much to explore.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to delve even deeper into these thought-provoking prompts with you.
So stay tuned for part 3 of our deep dive.
Yes.
Where we'll continue our exploration of these St. Patrick's Day journal prompts and uncover even more wisdom and inspiration. All right, so welcome back for the final part of our deep dive.
I'm excited.
It's amazing how much we've uncovered already.
I know, right?
Just from these St. Patrick's Day journal prompts.
So much good stuff.
We've talked about luck and gratitude and joy and connection. But there's one more thread I kind of want to pull on.
Okay.
And it's this idea of personal growth and transformation.
I think that's the perfect way to tie everything together.
Yeah.
We've explored so many different facets of these prompts, but ultimately it's all about like becoming the best versions of ourselves.
Exactly. And I think these prompts do a really good job of offering like a gentle nudge to explore our own potential.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, for example, there's one that asks, reflect on how you've grown in the past year. What personal accomplishments are you most proud of?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's like a chance to celebrate our wins and acknowledge how far we've come.
It's so important to take stock of our accomplishments.
Right.
Because sometimes we're so focused on what's next that we forget to appreciate the journey so far. And this prompt invites us to pause and recognize our own strength and resilience.
I like that, giving ourselves a pat on the back.
Right, exactly.
For all the hard work.
For sure.
And then there's this one, what is one habit or mindset you'd like to leave behind as you move toward personal growth?
Okay.
This is so powerful because it encourages us to really identify what's holding us back.
Yeah.
And make a conscious choice to let go.
It's about recognizing that growth often involves like shedding old patterns and beliefs.
Yeah.
That no longer serve us,
Absolutely.
It's about creating space for new possibilities.
Right.
And embracing the unknown.
And speaking of new possibilities,
okay,
there's this prompt that asks, describe your ideal self a year from now. What steps can you take today to move closer to that vision?
Ooh, I like that one.
It's not just about dreaming big.
Right.
It's about bridging that gap between like aspiration and action.
It's about taking those dreams and turning them into like tangible goals and then figuring out like, okay, what are the steps I can take today to start moving in that direction?
I love that because it's so easy to get caught up in that someday mentality.
Oh, yeah.
And this is reminding us that we have the power to shape our own future.
Exactly.
Starting now.
And there's a prompt that takes it even a step further.
Yeah.
It asks, think about an area of your life that feels stuck. What's one action you can take to move forward with intention?
I like that one.
It's such a simple question, but it's so profound.
Yeah.
It can really help us break through that inertia.
It's a reminder that we don't have to have all the answers.
Right.
Or wait for the perfect moment to start making changes.
Absolutely.
We can just take one small step and then another.
Yes.
And trust that the momentum will build over time.
It's about taking action, even when we're afraid or unsure of the outcome.
Right.
And that's where real growth happens.
And sometimes, those actions lead to setbacks.
Oh, for sure.
But even those can be valuable learning experiences.
Absolutely.
There's a prompt that asks, how can your past failures become stepping stones to future success?
Oh, I love that one.
It's about, reframing our perspective on failure.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth and learning.
It's about developing that resilience mindset.
Yeah.
That allows us to bounce back from challenges and come back even stronger.
These prompts are just full of so much wisdom.
I know.
They offer us so many different perspectives on personal growth and transformation.
It's been amazing.
It really has been an incredible journey exploring these St. Patrick's Day journal prompts.
I agree.
We've covered so much ground, from the nature of luck to the power of gratitude to the importance of self-care and connection.
Yes.
And it all kind of circles back to this idea of personal growth.
Right.
These prompts encourage us to reflect on who we are, where we've been, and where we want to go.
They invite us to celebrate our accomplishments, acknowledge our challenges, and embrace our potential for growth and transformation.
And I think they remind us that even a holiday like St. Patrick's Day can be this opportunity for deep introspection and personal discovery.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we encourage you to take some time to reflect on these prompts.
Yes.
Think about which ones resonated with you the most. What insights did you uncover about yourself?
And if you're feeling inspired, choose one of these prompts and spend some time journaling.
Yeah.
It could be a wonderful way to connect with yourself and explore your own unique path to growth.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of St. Patrick's Day journal prompts.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did.
We did.
Until next time, may your journey be filled with luck, joy, and endless possibilities for growth.
Cheers to that.